Hopefully you saved that other Xbox because now you have 2 bricks to start building a house with. Try on the headphones and see what happens.
That's a fucking lie, you dumb hooker.
What's up, everybody, here in the swamp at 339. It's good to see you all here with me again for another installment of the Cyrax Deep Dive series here on the Swamp Dweller Live YouTube channel. Again, you can find archived episodes YouTube took down, and ones that are just too spicy for this platform over on Rumble. You can find that at the Swamp Dweller Archive. Anyways, Chance has been on a rampage right as the last episode came out. Unfortunately, as we were premiering the episode live, he would get his Xbox bricked, and this would be the second time this has happened, and it's a glorious moment. Marty, even from the grave, has been trolling good old Chance, and they said AI would be evil. This is truly the Lord's work. After unfortunately losing his second Xbox to the trolls, he would go blow off some steam on his friend Blue's Juggalo Drama Alert podcast, apparently announcing that they're gonna have a new show together, working on some music, and it smells like they might have some buddy troll stuff going on, so I guess we'll have to see.
Sick of Blue, what's going on, guys?
What's up, dog?
Same shit, different day, man. Just chilling, working on shit like you, man. What are you up to, bro?
Everybody thinks I'm bullshit, man. Tell them about the show coming up.
There is a show coming out, man, and your boy is on it.
Pretty dope, too.
Cool.
You guys are going to enjoy it. How you feeling today, Cyrax?
Aside from what happened earlier with, certain things of mine getting busted by certain people, not too bad.
We already talked about that. Don't even play into it, dude.
Yeah, I know, I'm just saying, aside from that whole thing happening, it's not been too bad, man. I've just been working on ideas for those 4 tracks, which, by the way, did you get a chance to listen to the track that I sent you?
Yes.
What'd you think?
I need you to redo it, and I'm going to explain to you how to redo it and how I need it.
All right.
I do like the lyrics a lot. I really hope that you wrote those.
Oh, yeah.
Starting out hot. Like I said, they have a new show apparently coming. They're working on music, but again, it seems Blue, on his own podcast, his own show here, is essentially MIA. And these side characters are seemingly steering the ship here. I've said it before and I'll say it again, not the biggest fan of this whole thing. Anytime Cyrax jumps over to this podcast, I honestly dread that episode, because I know it's just going to be Cyrax screeching, hooting and hollering at a lower quality, and then 3 other people, 2 of them probably saying nothing, and then 1 other person poking him the whole time. It's just very lackluster, low-hanging fruit type of content. So I'm hoping this sicko entertainment guy is gonna give us some good stuff here, because so far seems like he's got Cyrax pulled in, like he trusts him. So I wonder if Cyrax actually wrote those lyrics. Let's see if he'll press him on that further. Cyrax, for someone who recently lost their fiance of 13 years, their stepson who he helped raise, his YouTube channel with over 1,000 subscribers, and everything in between, saying that you're doing good, just another dollar another day type situation, is kind of diabolical, Cyrax. You really are an absolute cretin with no emotions, no conscience, absolutely sleeping like a baby.
You wrote those 100%. I believe you because you've wrote a lot of songs.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%, dude. I'm not one of these guys out here that likes to take lyrics and be like, oh, this is mine. It's like, nah, I do my own shit.
I was capping. I was lying.
We've seen over the years, man.
But as far as y'all go, man, what's new with you guys, man? What's going on with you, Blue?
I'm just chilling, staying sober from alcohol. Today's day 4. No beer, so I'm doing pretty
Shit,
good.
that's gonna suck come November, dude. No beer November, that's gonna suck, bro.
Cyrax acting like he knows anything about not drinking for a month is wild. Self-admittedly, Cyrax doesn't drink, allegedly, and thinks people who drink are losers. He had some bad experiences with his stepdad growing up, and seems to blame it all on the fact that he had a drink or two every so often. One of the few things Cyrax has to lean on in his miserable little life is that he is somewhat straight edge in a sense, even though he doesn't live by any of those statutes, and if he were anywhere near a straight edge event, he'd probably be beaten to the ground simply for existing. I genuinely felt compelled by a spiritual force to put that Blink 182 meme in there, because after Cyrax jumbled up his words trying to ask how Blue and the boys were doing, and what was going on with them recently, I truly had to react in the same exact way. WTF, Cyrax? Do you even speak English? You don't drink, you don't do drugs, and you can't speak clearly? You can't articulate some words? Must be all that sludge and the lack of teeth.
Cyrax, would you go to the gathering? Are you afraid to go?
Hell no, dude. I've actually, I had a couple of friends of mine that were gonna take me a couple of years ago, but as you know, because of the incident that went down there, that whole thing ended up getting canceled because of you remember that year that you remember the year that the gathering got canceled because of like all that shit that went down and whatnot?
COVID.
Well, no, it wasn't COVID. It was before COVID. It was like I guess due to like people setting fire to stages and shit like that or whatever. I forget what year that was, but that whole thing got shut down because of that.
I think I know what you're talking about when they had to move.
Yeah, they had to move, and like that whole thing got completely shut down in that area, which I was supposed to go that year with a homie of mine, but unfortunately because they ended up moving it because of that, we ended up not doing it. So we just ended up doing our own thing and just chilling and kicking it, which was pretty dope.
At this point in the series, it probably goes without saying, but anytime Cyrax is sharing a story, it's more than likely a lie. A very calculated stretching of the truth. Cyrax was never going to go to the gathering of the Juggalos. Shoot, Cyrax couldn't even remember what year it was because he was grasping at straws so desperately to make up a lie. The only gathering of the Juggalos that I can see anywhere that was ever cancelled was the 2020 one because of COVID. Sicko Entertainment does mention for a second that it was moved one year, but it wasn't cancelled, and it didn't even move that far, so Cyrax's excuse being like, oh, we didn't go because they moved, doesn't make any sense. Like, they were literally in the same general area, they just moved venues and locations. Like, you're acting like they went, like, 2 states down or something. Cyrax is entirely terrified to go to the gathering because he knows if somebody catches wind that he's there, and that he is a well-known and notorious internet PDF, woman abuser, and all kinds of other things, yeah, that's not gonna go too well for good old Chansey.
People be getting out of control at shit like that sometimes, man. I swear to God. People be going a little too crazy.
So why the fuck you block Blue?
That was actually an accident. I was getting rid of people, and I accidentally got him in the mix because I was getting rid of like a lot of like people that I just don't talk to, or like people that I kind of figured out that were either being fake to me or were just like, you know how people make like those fake ass accounts and shit. Well, I started going through and getting rid of those, and I kind of accidentally got Blue's name up in the mix. So I do apologize for that, dude. I will unblock you here like as soon as I can.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem, dude. I had a lot of shit going on at the time and whatnot. I've been dealing with a lot of crazy shit, especially with, you know, the controversy about, you know, me supposedly having something to do with Marty's death and all this and that and the other. Like, it's been crazy, dude.
So you believe he's dead now?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what to believe, man. I really don't.
So you gotta love Sicko here, jumping right into it. Getting right to the nitty-gritty questions. Cyrax has to come up with some excuse. We all know Cyrax just thought everybody at the moment was a troll, and he didn't know who to trust. He couldn't trust anybody. He just went full on scorched earth. He went full Xbox mode, if you will, and absolutely nuked everything. But it's okay, it's okay. He said he'll unblock Blue when he can, eventually, one of these days. You can really feel the tension here. It's pretty awkward. You could probably cut it with a butter knife. Cyrax trying to get some pity, saying, I've just been stressed, guys. Everybody thinks Marty's death is my fault. And it is your fault, Cyrax. Don't ever forget that. And there we go. We finally get some visual confirmation that Chance genuinely apparently doesn't know how to feel. He doesn't know if this is real. He doesn't know if it's fake. But it seems like he is on the fence just like most of us. Let's see how that plays out.
Like, if he is, like, and I know it sounds bad when I say this, but if you look at it from the standpoint of what he's done over the last 8 years, I think a lot of y'all understand why. I'm not saying he is or isn't, but if he is dead, hey, cool. That's one less fucking asshole that I have to fucking deal with.
Hey, this is one ultimate troll. If it is a troll,
If it is a troll, it's one of the best trolls that I've ever seen in my fucking life.
facts. He's even got stuff on funeral sites and shit. So, and you have to have
Yeah,
a preacher.
so
You have to have that.
Right. Well, dude, you also got to figure though, dude, the one thing that a lot of people don't take into consideration, and what you actually ended up bringing up was that, like, it was last night that you brought it up when we were sitting out talking, how he's made thousands of dollars off of my back. So I mean, in theory, in very real theory, like in plausible theory, he could, in fact, actually pull some shit if he really wanted to, especially with that money. Like, if he really wanted to go that route, he could. Now, whether he did or not, that still is up for debate.
You gotta love Cyrax's resolve. He's not gonna fully give in to the idea that MusicBizMarty is probably gone. He's not gonna give in fully until the actual final nail in the coffin has been hammered in. But it is good to see that Cyraxx has joined us all here in reality, even if just halfway there, and has realized that this would be the greatest troll of all time if it indeed were a troll. But of course, you know, Cyraxx has to then again say, hey, but he did make a lot of money off of me. He made tons of dollars trolling Cyraxx here. Let's not forget, he could easily somehow get himself out of here. Cyraxx, somebody making a lot of money doesn't mean they can suddenly just concoct this crazy plan and disappear, especially if they're on the run from the IRS like you're saying.
To orchestrate a whole memorial like he had and was streamed on the internet, I mean, and all the obituaries, if you Google Nicholas Spiegler, you'll see that he's really dead.
Right, but here's the thing that gets me though, and this is something I looked into before his death. If you go over and you look at Mastro Mafia's videos of me where she tried to make it look like I had supposedly admitted to pushing him to his death, which I never did. I didn't even know he was dead until I started getting messaged about it. I was like, what the fuck? But 3 days prior to his death, why was she sitting there making videos, making it look like I said some shit I didn't say? That's something that really has definitely been like, okay, something's not adding up. Either they know something's going on and he's dead and just the internet hasn't caught on yet, or she's pulling some shit and he's really alive and they're orchestrating something. I don't know.
It's interesting to finally get a behind the scenes look into Chance's thought process here around the whole Marty passing. You know, he obviously has his conspiracy theories, and his reasoning behind questioning it is fair to an extent. You know, he has been trolled endlessly for a couple of years now, and they have done similar things to this. I mean, if you remember back in the day, they actually pretended Cyrax himself passed away, and were acting like he was a ghost, and it was actually driving him nuts. This is kind of in that same vein, so I can see why he would think it might be fake. But like I said, Cyrax might actually come to the realm of the logical when it comes to Marty passing, and surprisingly, he's being somewhat articulate about his feelings of Marty passing. Don't get it twisted. He feels no remorse for Marty going another asshole down, as he says. But it's definitely interesting to finally hear him talk about it rationally instead of just spouting out rumors and all kinds of crazy alien theories.
Like, that's the one thing that's always stuck out in my mind is like, if this dude's supposed to be dead, why would you make videos 3 days prior to his death? Like, you can't tell me that don't even sound even a little bit weird to you. Like, why would you go out of your way to do that? But then again, we have to admit though, and I'm sure that even Sicko here can confirm that if you look at Kate's channel, if you look at Mastro Mafia's channel, she's not necessarily the smartest tool in the shed. Like, I will give her that. She's definitely not the brightest toolbox in the shed, that's for sure.
I don't know who that is.
Long story short, she's literally one of the most hated people on the internet, dude. Like, dead ass. Like, she's more hated than even me, dude. And you've seen my talk shit, and I'm hated a lot. But this chick, she's hated by a lot of people. And I mean a lot. Like, it's actually scary at the amount of people that actually hate her. Oh, let's put it this way, dude, and I'm sure Blue can even look into this and see. Fucking all of Kiwi Farms hates her. Fucking several other bigger channels like Keemstar can't fucking stand her. Like, there's a lot of people that hate her, dude. It's insane.
I'm still just trying to understand what Cyrax's conspiracy theory really is supposed to be entailing. So somebody made some videos being critical of you, memeing you, messing with you a couple of days before Marty's passing was publicly announced, and somehow that means that he's alive? Question mark? From what I understand, Marty actually passed quite a few days before it was announced and before the whole community realized what happened. So Cyrax, I think your conspiracy theory really is just completely bunk, and you're clearly grasping at any straw possible to keep that hope alive that your good friend Mart Dog is still around. But Cyrax, unfortunately, I don't think the big reveal at the end of the tunnel, I don't think that's gonna happen for you. Cyrax trying to act like Masshole Mafia is more hated than he is a very laughable statement. While I'm sure they have haters of their own, I would be confident to say that it's not at a level that Cyrax experiences. Not a chance in hell. I know I continuously come back to this talking point when it comes to this whole podcast here, but Blue literally does nothing but say, and then when he does say a word or two, Chance instantly cuts him off. It's actually some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Like, imagine hosting your own show, you bring on a guest, and that guest completely railroads you.
Like, if you go and type in who is Mastro Mafia in the Chat GPT or Google or whatever, you'll see how, like, screwy she really is. It's insane, dude.
Let's not give him too much, Cyrax. Let's save shit for the show, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for showing up.
Oh, dude, no problem, man.
Boy Blue.
Not a problem at all.
You're welcome. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, well, damn. Yeah, I thought you blocked me because I was trying to convince you that Marty was really dead.
No. It was just like I said, dude. I was going through my friends list and I accidentally got you up in that mix because I was trying to get rid of like a lot of the troll shit, you know? I was trying to, clear out my friends list and, get rid of people that either I'm no longer talking to, that just I haven't heard from in a long time and they just don't say anything. Or, I was getting rid of like, people that have like fake accounts, and I was like, dude, when I get on a roll with that shit.
Honestly, Sicko Entertainment's a little hard to read sometimes, hard to tell if he's just being a dick or if he's just kind of following the script. But either way, interesting little appearance from Cyrax here. He's gonna chat a little bit more with Blue now, we'll check that out, but this is pretty much everything worth looking at. Again, it was interesting to see Cyrax's perception on the whole Marty thing without hearing him spew a bunch of conspiracy nonsense. Every so often, Chance can show us that he has some ability to be articulate enough to at the very least make his point known, even though the point is absolutely asinine and makes no sense.
I get on a roll, dude. It's like just go, get rid of these guys. And I kind of accidentally got your name up in the mix, and I do apologize for that.
You're good.
But man, I'm about to bounce up out of here, man, because I do have some more songs to record. But yo, it was cool hanging with you, man, as always.
Yeah, thanks for making an appearance, Cyrax.
Oh, always, bro. Dude, you're one of my boys, man. How can I not show up, dude, man? Dude, we've been friends for how many fucking years now? How can I not show up for my boy, man? Come on.
So thank God that podcast is over and I don't have to deal with that anymore. So we're gonna jump into something that happened a day or two ago that I forgot to add into the last episode. It is the other mask video where Cyrax is wearing his Oni mask, as he calls it. Does a bunch of terrible covers as always, but I figured we'd look at some of the rantings to end this video out. So let's jump right into that.
What is up, YouTube? Now you guys are probably thinking, why the mask? Why wear a mask? Well, that's for a very important reason. Because this is who I am. The age of Cyrax is over, but the era, the tale, the legacy of Ronin has begun. I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, you look weird in that mask. Well, guess what? Get used to it. Now, the reason why I chose the name Ronin and why I chose to wear this mask is for a very important reason. And that is because of the fact that back in the day, Ronin were outcasts of samurai.
Say what you will about Cyraxx, but one of his only somewhat positive character traits is that he will always try to take the rumors, the negative attention, all of the stuff that's out there about him, and spin it in a way that makes him look endearing, makes him look relatable. But unfortunately, since Cyraxx is such an unarticulate ape, it just makes him look even more like an idiot. But you heard him. For the 900th time over the past decade or so, the age of Cyraxx is officially dead and over with. Now it's Ronin, or whatever he's going to be calling himself moving forward for the next few days.
Outcasted by society. I am an outcast. You, the troll community, made me, Ronin. You made me an outcast, and this name is permanent, and it's here to start. So get used to it, boys and ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you right now, I do have a job. This is my job. You know, it's funny. A lot of people, you guys sit here and judge and attack and act like you know me. But in reality, you wish you fucking knew me.
Hey, Cyraxx is self-aware more than he's ever been, and I'm living for it. We're only 3 months into 2025, and Cyraxx is evolving. He's growing, but in all the worst and wrong ways. The troll community made Cyraxx the way he is. It's not his action. It's not him reaping what he sows. It's not the cause to his effect. But you know what it is. It is 100% certain that Cyraxx is only using the term Ronin because he thinks it sounds cool. And he really thinks it looks cool to have some sort of samurai character as his avatar online. It's all just another excuse to cosplay and pretend to be anything but himself. That's how Chance copes through life.
You wish you knew who I was. You know something? I should be thanking every single one of you. And you want to know why I should be thanking you? It's because of you guys, the trolls, that I became an outcast, that I became Ronin. I became exiled because of you, which led me to be who I truly am, Ronin. So for that, I say thank you. I'm glad to be Ronin, because I can do what I want, when I want, however I want, and can't nobody fucking stop me.
Don't you worry, Cyraxx, we definitely know who you are. And it wasn't the trolls that put you into this Ronin position that you're trying to bestow upon yourself. Cyraxx, you're definitely not cool enough to earn that title, that's for sure. But, you know, you are definitely a creep, you are definitely a weirdo, rotting away in obscurity in his grandmother's attic. So those are things that you can definitely put on your resume and feel good about, that's for sure. Claiming that he can do what he wants, when he wants, how he wants. And Cyraxx, just in the beginning of this video, your Xbox was bricked. So guess what? You can't even play video games when you want. I guess there's no gaming streams, no more content for the boys. Dang, Cyraxx, and I thought being a Ronin meant you could do whatever you want, however you want.
And with that being said, guys, I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. I love every single one of you guys. And as always, stay humble, stay positive, keep being yourselves. And remember, don't listen to evil. And don't give in to the troll community. And to anyone out there that is like myself, that has been bullied, just know that you yourself, like myself, you too are Ronin. And hold your head high and wear that name with pride and honor.
And just like that, another episode is in the books. I believe this is episode, 46, 47? Absolutely insane. I've been cooking up some surprises for episode 50's big shebang. Some guest voices you'll hear that you might enjoy, and I'm excited to be working with them all. Thank you guys so much, as always, for supporting this series. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't, it helps this series grow. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet either. I upload videos just like this one multiple times a week, nearly daily at this point. I would love to know your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section. Definitely want to know your thoughts on this whole Ronin gimmick, and I'll see you guys soon.